Now then, welcome back to another episode of Agrarian Skies 2. Back in Thaumcraft land, or in the Tower of Thaumcraft anyway. Got lots and lots of ideas. I've been researching. I've been researching all kinds of aspects. So we've got a load of aspects, not all of them by any means. I ran out of air. I literally ran out of air. Not that I ran out of oxygen, no. I ran out of air. I have scanned everything I can find for air. I've been going around with my thermometer, going all over the place, and let's have a look at the aspects here. Air, I've only found sugarcane and feathers that I possess that have the primal aspect of air in them, which is rather annoying, I have to say. So we're going to try and do something about that for a start, because that's halted quite a bit of my research. I've found alienus, and I have scanned the disk drives for that. I've found water, and I've scanned water and bits for agricraft, sugarcane, and cactus, and some fish food stuff, and some salt. I've scanned all sorts of things for the arbor. Lots of things contain arbor. Normally wood things, yes. That's why I've got 70 arbor in at the minute. Bestia, those sieves work for Bestia. I'm guessing that's something to do with the string inside them. Cognito, lots of brainy stuff going on there. More corpus, bits and pieces left over of things. Decidia. Decidia was vinculum and spiritus. And that's one of the new add-on mods, adds that in. And I discovered it and got that, but I haven't scanned anything with it in. I don't think I will scan anything with it in. I'm not sure about these new mods. Examinus, got some heads. Fabrico, we've got all sorts of crafting things. Famas, we've got all the food types that I've got sort of kicking around. I haven't actually done baked potatoes there, have you seen? I had baked potatoes in my inventory for so long and I didn't bother to scan them, I just kept eating them. Gellum was another one I made from Ignis and Perdicio. It's a tier 2. Gula, I love the icon for that, it looks so cool, doesn't it? It's like an angry Pac-Man. Gula, Famas and Vacus. Probably something to do with hunger greed, but no items to be scanned, and so on 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 and so on. You can quickly have a look through and pause the video at different points if you're trying to make them yourselves. I fairly quickly went through these using a cheat sheet for some of the tiers, and then getting some of the new stuff. I also used the cheat sheet to discover which two I should mix together. And then I went out and about of scanning everything again. But now you look around and I kind of have almost everything scanned that I think I can scan. Everything I've got around my base is scanned. There may be a few things, like I can't do Britannia stuff still. But then Britannia doesn't necessarily have that mixed into the mod. But I've been around scanning all sorts of things, scanning everything. And eventually I've got quite a large amount, but ran out of air. And air is useful in many things. One of the things I researched, this is on easy research, which I'm kind of pleased about, but I was looking forward to the minigame. But anyway, I went for research expertise, which technically doesn't do me any good because we're on easy, but does get me to the deconstruction table and does get me to the research mastery. And research mastery, forget all the top bit. Lastly, you are able to combine aspects in the research table by shift-clicking on the aspect you wish to create. If you have enough of the component aspects, they will automatically combine to create the clicked aspect. Now that's fairly important when it comes to getting all the new aspects, because let's say the next stage is going to need a lot of precantatio. Okay, so I've got 5 precantatio. It is showing me there the symbols of what it is made of. So it's potentia and it's vacus. That one, right? Potentia and vacus. Yeah, I hope you can just about see that. So if I click this now, I will make that Precantatio to 6. Okay? And that's how early on you combine to make new areas. And when it's discovered, it gives you 3 in that thing. Okay? But now I know it. Yeah? Now I know it. I can shift right-click it, and it will automatically increase the amount of research points I've got in that by combining those 2 elements. So in that particular case, I've got 11 Vacus and 54 Potentia. I shift right-click it, and that goes down by 1, that goes down by 1, and that goes up by 1. Instead of having to put them into here and do it, I can now shift-click when I need stuff, which helps a lot. It's speedy. It's speedier than obviously doing it the other way. But I can't make a primal aspect because it's not made of anything. Aqua and the other ones, they're in good supply. Although I'm down to nothing. Yeah. Well, I said good supply. It's because I've been using so many to combine them all. But now I've got a lot of things, I can buy things in here, and I've been buying a few bits and pieces. I've kind of been, I don't know, harsh on myself. I've been trying to limit what I've been buying, but I started looking through, and you can't see into it until you've purchased it. So you can't read about it until you've purchased it. So I went, oh, I want to have a look, see what this does, and I want to see what this does, and I want to see what this does, and I want to see what this does. So I've been clicking on them and using the aspects up to buy knowledge, and I'm realizing that I'm running out of aspect to do this research. So even though it's on easy mode and I can just click to purchase, I don't want to, because I want to try and complete things in sort of the quest order, if possible. So we're going to try and stick to that, and I'm going to try and get some more bits and pieces ready for things today. One of the things that I want to do is set up a thing for shards. Now, normally you would go mining for shards, okay? So let me just place some ice down here and smash it before it melts. Okay, so the shards we looked at roughly last episode. Can't remember where it is. Ores, that's where you normally get them. You get them in infused stone in the ground. But of course, we can't do any of that in this particular mod pack. So we have to do things slightly differently. And some of the clues that it gave us were a bit weird, weren't they? You check out last episode for that. But ice gives us water shards, okay? So for 3 blocks of ice, I got 3 water shards and a load of ice shards. Now these ice shards are interesting, and we're going to be covering a lot more with these soon, because these ice shards can make into blocks of ice again. So I smashed 3, got 2 back, which gives me a lot of water shards that way, right? So water shards, bear that in mind. That's ice, that's good. There was another one that I've been doing over here. No, actually. Oh, but we did get some cobalt and some ardite eventually out of here, so that's good news, isn't it? I set this hammerer, hammering TNT, which goes for entropy shards. It seems like I've run out of energy right now. Oh yeah, because that is connected to the big reactor that I've turned off. So I was getting lots of order shards from TNT. If I take one of those out, and we just place that down, and I'd be very careful not to blow things up. You break it, and you get an order shard. So TNT equals entropy, should I say, entropy shards, which is pretty cool as well, right? So there's those. We also got air from sandstone slabs, so let's just get another slab. Okay, so sandstone slabs, you saw last episode, we give this a smash, and we get, boom, we get the air shards, yeah. And the stone slabs, we give that a bash. Thank you, that's finally broken. And we get order shards, okay. So there's those. Fire ones, well, oh yeah, nether brick. Nether brick, I got some netherrack smelted up in here to make some bricks. Let's quickly craft it in here. This is generally where I've been doing all my micro-blocking in here, because I like having the sword just sitting there waiting. It's kind of cool. And that into there. There we go. And we'll lay these 2 down. And this should give me, have a guess, fire shards, yes. So nether brick gives me fire shards. And then we've got grass. Oh yeah, I haven't really got a good way of getting grass, so I thought I'd just come along and smash this one. There we go. So that's given us 3. There's 2 more there if I wanted it, but I could place some dirt there and grow it again. So yeah, they're generally the shards that you need to find. There's those ones, and then there's these 2. Is there one missing? We've got earth, water, fire, air, order, entropy. Yeah, that's it. That's all of them. So that's how you get the shards that you use in Thaumcraft now, because there's no ores around, so there's no infused ores anywhere. But all of these are fairly difficult for me to smash to pieces and get sorted, really. I mean, grass isn't easy for me to get and automate, for definite. I can't automate smashing grass in a hammerer. I mean, we've got these hammerers, haven't we? We've got the hammerers over in that section over there. Let's go down here. We've got the hammerers working over here, and these hammerers will do all the crushing up of these things for me. So I swap those round. I use that one further up there. Actually, I need to turn this back on now, don't I? Let's switch that back on and get that one working again up here. I've got so many little ladders and stuff running around all over the place now. So that should now start receiving power again. Yeah, I'm going to put some more TNT in there. So, yeah, crushed cobalt, good. The TNT will get smashed in here. All of these will get smashed in here. I can't get grass very easily. Nether brick is okay so long as I get a load of netherrack, which I think I can automate in a certain way. But then I've got to smelt it, craft it into bricks, and then put the bricks in there, or go and just remove a fortress and then put a stockpile in there. Either way, it's a lot less automation and a lot more manual labour to get the fire shards. Earth shards, I need the grass, and put grass blocks in there, which means silk touching and things like that to automate it. Water shards, ice, yeah, we can come back to water shards because that's easy to automate. Sandstone slabs, I can't stack sandstone slabs on top of each other to make a sandstone slab block or anything, can I? Sandstone slabs, I've literally got to place them down to put them on top of each other to be able to then break them. Same with the stone slabs. And I'm pretty sure smooth stone won't do it because it's stone slabs, double stone slabs, and double sandstone slabs. So I can't possibly automate those. I've got to do those by hand. And then the entropy ones, well, TNT. I made all my TNT up, and I've got a load of Ordo shards sitting and waiting for me. Entropy shards. I keep saying Order shards. Entropy shards sitting waiting for me. But I can't really see myself automating TNT to a large amount. So that brings me to what I'm going to do this episode. I came up with an idea after reading through and messing about with this book. And I found this... where is it now? Thaumic Horizons. Yes. Shard transmutation. Okay. So, few thaumaturgical troubles can compare to realizing that you have run out of shards of one aspect, while a pile of others sit there tauntingly. This annoyance is finally a thing of the past. While any shard can be easily transmuted into balanced shard, you have only recently discovered the trick of reversing this process. By charging the shard with an overabundance of the desired aspect, then using a small amount of permentatio to wash away the remainder, you are left with an ordinary shard. Okay, I don't know if you know, but a balanced shard takes a shard of a particular kind and a little bit of every primal essence and turns that shard into a balanced shard. Okay? How exactly I'm going to do this yet, I don't know. But this is something that I'm going to work on for a little while and then show you what I've come up with. I just thought I'd try and explain it all first so you know why a sudden jump to, look at this, what I've done. Alrighty. Well, much later on, I've got an applied Energistics system set up over here. It seems to make life so much easier because I can access all the goodies that I need straight away. And also, because I've been scanning so much, I've got things that I can see in here. If you hold down shift when you're going over items, mousing over items, you can see if you've scanned them or not. They tell you in the top left-hand corner of the description as you hover over it what's in it. So for some reason, Better Barrels gave me metalum. Don't know why. But various things that I've scanned have their essences over the top, which means that I can see now what I need to scan, what I've already scanned and what I need to scan. For instance, my baked potatoes. Let's scan a baked potato right now because I didn't scan it earlier. Boom, have it. Scan it. There we go. So we've got a little bit of wheat and FAMAS. So then pop all things back like that. So I've set this up over here. It comes up from below, and I've had to do a little bit of a P2P network. So I've got a 32 channel cable running all the way around here because I want to do automation down here, and I want to get into the thermal Energistics. No, Thaumcraft Energistics, I believe that's the name of the mod, which deals with storing the Essentia and things like that in an AE system. So I needed an AE system over here to start playing around with those sort of things. So I set up a little P2P tunnel here, going back along to the main area, going along here. There's another one here that goes to this, which I set up at the same time, ready to go to this. And I was planning on setting them all up, but I only got as far as the first couple. So I can get the mob farm and all of the mob drops and things that are in the system connected to the main network as well, so I don't have to keep travelling over and accessing the terminal. But if you haven't seen down here already, here you go. This is what it looked like. Yep. All of the little processes from last week all reorganised and rejigged to give me a good amount of auto crafting down here. Was in the episode 30 world download if you want to have a look and mess around and see what I've done to each of them. But it's just a few patterns inside, some interfaces, bits and pieces like that. I've put some vanilla crafting here as well, so I've just got like things that I use regularly as crafting components, materials for applied energistics and other things are going in this section. And this is where my P2P tunnel is here. And with the memory card, I'll show you a P2P tunnel setup another time. When I set it up in another area, like when I set up the ore area, rather than showing you this episode. But it's simple enough. You make a P2P tunnel interface on both sides, and then you use a memory card, shift right click one of them, the input, and then go and right click the output, and that connects the two P2P tunnels, and it just takes up one channel on your overall thing. So this one channel comes off the main part here and heads off, well, there's actually two there because it goes in two different directions, but this section now doesn't equal more than 32 channels. So 32 channels going back to the main controller get sorted out, and all this is now running off those, and two P2Ps will bring out into this chunk and that chunk over there. So that's all set up so that I can now access a crafting monitor down here. So I can craft things down here quickly, and I've got access upstairs to everything I've got in my AE system. Everything that's in the main system or connected to the main system is now here for me to quickly be able to scan and use. And I've also got a crafting terminal up here. Oh yeah, I was using these cable facades. You just put some anchors around an oak wood, and that's what's hiding the cables behind all this lot. I also put a chest that stores my shards so that I can see my shard amount right now. There's a couple of things I need to get sorted for the rest of this episode, though. One of them, I need to make stuff. Yes, I need to make some stuff. I need to get a decrafting or de-thingy, that one. A deconstruction table, that's what I need. Need a deconstruction table, so I need a thermometer, a golden axe, a golden pick, and a table. And 20 precantatio. I haven't quite got enough. Okay, this wand is already starting to run down. I've been using a little bit here and there. I've been using a bit here and there already. So I'm going to get this node out. I think it's about time we got this node out, because I'm going to need wands recharging. So up the top here, oh wow, Okay. It was said in the comments last episode, put four dirt there, and that one sapling, I didn't expect it to grow onto the 4, but it needed 4 to grow, and it seems to have grown pretty dang big. Awesome. Okay, so nodes. I want to place some nodes up here on this level. I'm going to use nodes on this level, I think. We need to have it so that I can move the node in the future if I want to. Let's do it this way. Let's take one of these and put that over here. I think I will. Yeah, I think I will put it on here. That way I can retake it if I need to in the future. You tap it with a wand and it becomes a node. Now, if I take my thermometer, I can scan that node and get all of those aspects in. I can only scan the node once, though, unfortunately. But that has given me a lot of research points. As it was said, it's all 15s. It's 15, 15, 15 all the way. So now I should be able to pull in the right amount to fill up my wand every now and again, which is great. Okay, so then we put that back there. So I'm going to put nodes around on this level, and that also allows me to put node stabilizers and things in here later on. But for right now, that's it. It's there. It's done. And I'm going to continue the tower up. So this little route here, where the cable only goes this high so far, I'll take the cable all the way up the tree as we build it. There we go. And what was the other thing we needed for it? That we also needed the thermometer. Okay, well, I've got a thermometer, and I think I've got a spare. Yeah, I've got a spare there. So we'll take that spare one. And we'll craft that up. It needs to be crafted in this arcane table because we use some of the essence that's in a wand. Let's which way around that goes. There, that's it. Okay, so the deconstruction table cost me 22. Okay, because of the area, but that's okay. I've got 25 in there, so I'll take that. Now I've got this deconstruction table ready. I'm going to do a little setup over here that's going to help me get some more research points. Okay, so this creates research points, and what I'm going to need to do is get myself a hopper. I just so happen to have a hopper and a chest. I don't think I really need the chest, but I'm going to have one on top of it anyway, just in case I want to put loads in. And we're going to put that into there and the chest on the top. Okay, so now when I put stuff into here, it's going to deconstruct it and give me the essentia. So, for instance, I'm after air as something that I was running out of earlier on. I've just gained 15 from scanning the node, but we do want some more. So where have I got? I've got 5 bits of sugarcane in there, so I'll use that up for now. So we can put directly into this sugarcane. It will deconstruct it and try and give us an output. The more complicated the material, the more likelihood it is of giving me something useful. See, that didn't give me anything, so I've just literally wasted a load there. But let's potentially see. Let's see what carrots give me. I don't think I've scanned carrots yet. That's quite a bit of stuff in there. That's okay. So let's put all those carrots in there. Can literally just leave this to deconstruct, and there's Pediccio, you see, and it stops deconstructing once it's done it. So now it's there. I can right click or left click. Shift right click. What is it I have to do now? I thought it was just get it. Oh, shift. I left click it like that. Okay. I left click it in there, and it gives me the research points for those things. So it will break itself down, and because there's so many different elements there, there's more chance of getting something out of it. And that gives me research points for nothing. So I can throw basic junk in here and just sit here left clicking on this section here to get loads of new research points. And that is a good plan for this section. Next up, I'll quickly want to make up something for automating the production of water shards. So I'm going to do a bit of crafting and be right back. Alright, so now I'm testing out this little setup I've got over here. I've just tapped the power in from over there, over this side comes from that big reactor. Ideally, that'll change in the future, but for now I just need a power in. So I've got power in going to the glacial precipitator, an automatic hammerer, and an auto packager. Now, I haven't tried this auto packager before, so I'm testing it out, but chest from left to right or something like that. So I'm going to test that now. I've got an aqueous accumulator down here with a couple of infinite water sources beside it, making water, pumping the water up. So the water goes up into the glacial precipitator, like that, and that is set to make ice. Okay, so it's going to make infinite ice. So long as I give it power and water, it makes infinite ice. And I've got that ejecting the ice to the right, which puts it directly into this slot of the, thing. Now, I'm going to take these out from this side here. I'm going to pull them out using transfer nodes. What I want to find out, that's where I'm going to end up with my water shards. What I want to find out is this packaging. How does it work? Is it right to left, left to right? It says 2 by 2 and then 3 by 3. Does it take anything out? It does start taking them out of there, and it starts putting ice blocks back in there. Awesome. So we know that the ice shards will go into there and then get auto packaged and put into there. That's awesome. That's exactly what I wanted. So now I can put one of these transfer nodes on the side there, and it shouldn't have anything else to do other than take everything out of there and put it either into that inventory, because that's the valid inventory for the ice shards, or that inventory because that's the valid inventory for the water shards. So it should just keep emptying this out and adding them into the right places. Awesome. That's an issue. Okay. Can that do something about it, though? I don't want the water shards in there, do I? Okay. Taking the water shards and putting it in there. I need to clean that up a bit, don't I? Alright, so another way of doing it would be to have the box there and then transfer between two sections. I don't think this works off a barrel, but first off, let's test that out. Let's take all of that out, take that away, and try a barrel there. Boom. And the barrel can have ice shards. I don't think this takes from the inventory to the left, does it? Does it just take the inventory, or has it got to be a chest? Oh, it does. It does take from the barrel. That's awesome then. Okay, so that can work. So I don't need to change that around. So as you can see, it's going up, and then it'll come down by 4. Yep, and then by 4 again. The auto packager is taking it out of the inventory to the second. I thought it was just chests. I'm glad it's barrels as well, because that means that's nice and neat. It's only got 2 directions. It can put the produce from here, and it all is going to go into that one or that one. Okay, next up then, we've got to put the stuff back into, or put the ice back into there. So I'm going to put a cover over the back of that, and I'm going to make sure it doesn't go back in there. I'm going to put that in there, and we're going to have another transfer node pulling out from there. I could actually have the power going in underneath now, couldn't I? So let's do that. Going to put a cover there to stop that from connecting, because I don't want it going back into the packager ever again. So that to there. There we go. It goes across that way. That's good. Put the power back underneath it like that. There we go. Awesome sauce. Okay. And then to make sure it doesn't go into the barrel this side either, we've got to put another panel just there and then put that there. Okay. So, in theory, this should be receiving ice from this side and from that side. So, ice from here goes out, gets put into the transfer node, yes, and then gets transferred back over into here. However, this glacial precipitator is keeping up with this very, very nicely. So, this is going to fill up fairly quickly, isn't it? Yeah, very quickly. So, maybe I can speed up the hammerer. Let's see if we can get some hammerer speed upgrades. Speed? Was it in that Was it under upgrade? There it is. Okay. I need some more pyrotheum dust. Okay, I'll have to make some more pyrotheum dust a bit later on, I think. Yeah, I haven't got any right now. And I could make some pyrotheum dust. How much could I make? 64. I got a stack there. Oh, cool, because I got loads of sulfur. That's pulverized coal, pulverized charcoal. There's another stack. Okay, I've got a couple of stacks of that. What was the other thing I needed to make the upgrade? Upgrade. I haven't got any in there. Okay. Speed upgrade, please. Speed upgrade me. There we go, that. A bit of Invar and some Electrum nuggets. Okay, well, we can get a bit. I've got to make some more Electrum nuggets and things like that. That won't take me too long, though. But then we can speed this up, so it'll process the ice faster, and therefore the glacial precipitator can't keep up with it, in the theory, which means then that this can try and refill it fast, and I'm ending up with this output of water shards. The water shards are then going to get dragged out of there by another transfer node onto the processing of the next section, the next part of the process. But I'm going to have to leave that for this episode. That's this episode done. That's a good start. I've got myself the infinite water shards set up, which I can now start turning into things. I've got this, which is giving me infinite research points, so I can unlock more things in the books. I've got an applied Energistics set up here, so I can start going through and scanning everything that I haven't scanned already. And I'm going to be able to get a lot more done between episodes, and then we move on to making some more Thaumcraft stuff in order to process those shards. Thank you very, very much for watching. I will see you tomorrow for another episode of Agrarian Skies 2. See you later.